Alright, so I changed it again, but this will probably be one of the very last changes I'm going to be adding to your conclusion. So forgive me, but it makes it a little bit easier as you do it in chunks. Alright, so when you're looking at this, we are on the summarize your thesis step. As I had mentioned earlier, you need to put your thesis in your own words. So what you have way up here, you cannot just copy that and plop it right here. If you do that, I'll make you redo it, plain and simple. So how do you take your thesis, which is everything you're going to cover in this informational paper, and reword it in your own words a little bit differently? Some of the words will be the same, I get that, but the whole thing shouldn't be copied, okay? It should not be copied. So in summary, and so you're taking out the I would like to introduce and putting it in summary, and then have a discussion about everything else. So, in summary, we discussed the rainbow fish, also known as a guppy, comma, and we learned about all the types of guppies there are, and we learned about how you can best take care of guppy fish. Last, now I could have added a step in here, but I'm not. You need to also add transitions in between your subtopics that you're paraphrasing in here, and I'm going to kind of leave that up to you because we've done that time and time again. So if you're writing this summary of your thesis, you include transition words, please. I'm going to kind of leave that up to you because I've given it to you over and over and over, and I don't want to have to create another step in here. Just kind of see if you can do it intuitively on your own. You've had enough lessons for adding transition words. Add them to your summary. Last, we looked at the history of guppies in the world. Guppies in the world. Alright, so I had a few we discussed, we learned about, then we learned, and last we learned about, so summarize your thesis. Put it in your own words. Some of the words will be the same, some of them will be a bit different, that's perfectly okay. And use transition words in between each idea that you are, each subtopic, please. Okay? If you are putting the summary together, you need to have transition words in between each of these subtopics in this summary, please. If you can't seem to do that, that means that I'm going to have to change the actual form and do it for you. Okay? Which I can certainly do. If you guys seem to struggle with it, the next iteration of this form will have that step in there that you need to add transition phrases in between summarizing your thesis, but I think you're a smart crew of kids. You can do the transitions between subtopics without me adding that additional step. Questions? Concerns? If not, let's move back and move on and get on to a call to action.